Hello there, Soprano 2s. Nice to see you. This week we are doing my arrangement of Somebody That I Used to Know by Gautier. So you're going to start off with what is a very famous, ubiquitous song, Bar Bar Black Sheep. It's exactly the same as Bar Bar Black Sheep, the first part of it. It was the first thing I noticed when I first heard this song. I was like, are they playing Bar Bar Black Sheep on a xylophone? It sounds very much like that. So nice and easy, you're just going to do 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 and again do 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 do. But then this last bit is going to go do 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 whoop, and you're going to make a little whoop sound, yeah? From there to there, so it's whoop like that, yeah? So it's very, very fun and light-hearted, this little bit. So let's just do that one more time. Do 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 whoop, like that. That last line. Do 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 whoop, like that. Good. Okay. The little whoop, when you get there, you're going to stay on that note. So when you've done do 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 whoop dum ba dum ba dum ba dum, you're going to keep alternating between these two notes. Yeah. So we've got dum ba dum ba dum ba dum dum ba dum ba dum ba dum dum ba dum ba dum ba dum, and we're going to have that 8 times, and it's just the same all the time. Dum ba dum ba dum ba dum. So when you've got to the 8th one of those, you're now going to come down by 2 notes. So let's assume we're on our 8th round of this. Dum ba dum ba dum ba dum. We're going to come down 1 note to there, and now we're going to have oh, certain kind of sadness. Okay, this doesn't go where you think it's going to go. The ness note is higher than you're going to want to do it. So it's a little bit of a crunch chord that we're making there. So it's not very predictable. So that was oh, certain kind of sadness. A little bit higher than you'll naturally want to go. And then we're going to do, it's the same sort of phrase, but we're adding an additional O in now. So don't hold the ness for very long, because you're going to have to take a breath and get on with an extra note. So I'm going to sing both lines together. Oh, certain kind of sadness. Oh, always to the end. Yeah, so the end note is the same as the sadness, so they are the same, but you've got 4 O's this time before it instead of 3 like you had the first time. So let's try that together. Oh, certain kind of sadness. Oh, always to the end. Oh, again, we've got 4 here now. Oh, now the We Would Still Be Friends line is going to double in time, okay? So instead of we would still be friends, it's not going to do that, it's going to do this. We would still be friends, yeah? So we would still be are all double the length, and then we go back into the normal time for the friends bit. We would still be friends. And finally, glad that it was over. Yeah, so we're going down and back up again. Glad that it was over. And that the sound is, well, the word over is overlapping into the chorus. So the is actually going to turn into your chorus. So let's do always to the end into we would still be friends into glad that it was over. Always to the end. Oh, we would still be friends. Worth pointing out that the friends note is not the same as the end and the ness. Certain kind of sadness, always to the end, we would still be friends. Now that's the note that you probably wanted to sing in the first place, and annoyingly you don't get to, but now you do, now that you've unlearned it, if you see what I mean. So, we would still be friends, glad that it was over. Now, they feel weird on their own, all of these lines, but they're in response to a call from another part of the choir. So it's like an echo line that you're doing at that point. Right, going into your chorus then, you've got a pattern of R sounds. So you're going to have ah, ah. That's the first bit. Second one's not exactly the same. Ah, ah. Yeah, so it's just the very last note that's not the same. The first time around you lift it up, the second time you bring it down. So the whole phrase is ah, ah, then ah, ah, it repeats ah, 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 ah. Yeah, so they alternate. First one lifts up, second one goes down. So you're going to do 3 rounds of that, so it's 6 lots of R in total. And just to confuse matters, you came into that chorus by going, glad that it was over. You're going to change your over into an R, yeah? It won't make any difference to the sound from the audience's point of view because over, if you were holding it, should be a nice bright sound anyway. Because if you did, glad that it was over, it's a horrible vowel. It doesn't want to be dark, it wants to be nice and bright. So changing it into an R is a beneficial thing anyway. So it will be, glad that it was over. Yeah, so the over turns into the R for the chorus. Good. Once you've done 3 rounds of that, you're going to go into your verse. So this song is a bit of a conversation between the basses and the sopranos. It's a bit of a lover's argument, as it were. So the basses, if you like, are acting as one partner in a relationship and the sopranos are acting as the other, and it's a bit of a sort of argument, debate, shall we say. So you're going to go into, now and then I think of all the times you screwed me over, but had me believing it was always something that I'd done. Yeah, so your counting will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Now and then I think of all the times you screwed me over. So it will help you not to rush through the first part of the song, because when you get to this section, it's actually quite fast. Yeah, so you just have done ah, ah. You need to go to there. Now and then I think of all the times you screwed me over, 1, 2, 3, 4, but had me believing it was always something that I'd done. We're jumping around a lot here. The intro you'll get 4 and 1, but then on the second line you get just 4, as in 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Now and then I think of all the times you screwed me over, 1, 2, 3, 4. But had me believing it was always something that I'd done. So that but can often get lost or forgotten about because you think that you're going to have the same timing to come in, and you don't. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Now and then I think of all the times you screwed me over, 1, 2, 3, 4. But had me believing it was always something that I'd done. So that's your fast bit over. Then you're going to get this. But I don't want to live that way, reading into every word you say. You said that you could let it go. I'm just going to pause there because those 3 lines are the same, but then it is something else. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. But I don't want to live that way, reading into every word you say. You said that you could let it go. They've all got different count-ins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. But I don't want to live that way. 1, reading into every word you say. 1, 2. You said that you could let it go. So worth learning the phrasing there. When you've done let it go, you said that you could let it go, and I wouldn't catch you hung up on somebody that you used to know. Best bit of the whole song, in my opinion, and I hope you're excited about this bit because the entire choir is going to come to a complete standstill and stop singing on that beat, so you just get to go, somebody that you used to know, and I really want you to go for that. It will sound really lush. And I've told them all off and said they're not allowed to sing past that point in order to give you the diva moment. So really go for it. Don't be timid and shy with it. Really give it some welly. So that was, and I wouldn't catch you hung up on somebody is all the same note. And I wouldn't catch you hung up on somebody, and it's all relentless, yeah? And I wouldn't catch you hung up on somebody. Sorry, the D of the body comes up, sorry. And I wouldn't catch you hung up on somebody. Try that. And I wouldn't catch you hung up on somebody. And again. And I wouldn't catch you hung up on somebody. Good, and that turns into, and I wouldn't catch you hung up on somebody that you used to know. Now, you're over in the first verse that led into the chorus. Now your no is going to lead you into the chorus. Yeah, so it's going to feel like this. And I wouldn't catch you hung up on somebody that you used to know. Yeah, so the no is now taking into overlapping with the first bit of your chorus. Right. So let's put all that together. A little bit of stylistic stuff to take in. And I wouldn't catch you hung up on somebody. Really push off the b there, make it nice and percussive. It's use your diaphragm to almost, it's kind of like you're pushing off the side of a pool to give you some momentum. Really give it some. And I wouldn't catch you hung up on somebody that you used to know. On the used as well. Really give it some. It's really fun to sing when you do it like that. If you don't, it will just sound like, and I wouldn't catch you hung up on somebody that you used to know. And it just loses all of its pizzazz. So really, really go for this line, and I hope you enjoy it singing as much as I do. We're going to go from verse 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Now and then I think of all the times you screwed me over. 1, 2, 3, 4. But had me believing it was always something that I'd done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. But I don't want to live that way, reading into every word you say. Breathe. You said that you could let it go, and I wouldn't catch you hung up on somebody that you used to know. Yeah, so you can see how the no flows into the chorus. Good. There's really nowhere to breathe in that last part of the pre-chorus. So you can really only breathe after the second line, reading into every word you say. Reading into every word you say. You said that you could let it go, and I wouldn't catch you hung up on somebody that you used to know. And that's the only extra place you can breathe. So there's a lot of lines to fit in there with one breath, so really make sure you know where you're breathing in that. Good, okay, then you go straight into an outro. So when you finished your final so same note again, somebody is where you're going to go next. Somebody, big jump, yeah. Somebody that I used to know, somebody, this one's different, that I used to know, Yeah, so those two are not the same. The first one and the third one are going to be the same, but the middle one is different. So you will have somebody that I used to know, somebody that I used to know, somebody that I used to know. Big gap to breathe. And then you're going to have ooh, that I used to know, ooh, that I used to know, ooh, that I used to know, somebody. And I'm just going to take you there slowly. So your outro starts with somebody that I used to know. So you're working your way up to that. And then the second one, somebody that I used to know. You're working your way down for that one. Third one's the same as the first. Somebody that I used to know. Big gap to recover. And then you're just going to replace the somebody with an ooh, which sounds like this. Ooh, that I used to know. Ooh, that I used to know. Ooh, that I used to know. So the that I used to know is the same as it was when you had somebody. So we're just having, the difference is the somebody in the first round and the ooh in the second round. And right at the very end, somebody is the end. The bod and the D are before the beat. Somebody. Yeah, so bring them down just before the beat. So it will sound like, ooh, that I used to know, somebody. And that's the end of the song. Hope you enjoy it. Feel free to use all the different sound files and associated all parts videos and everything to help you along. And I will see you for rehearsal soon. Bye-bye. Do, 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 do. Oh, certain kind of sadness. Oh, always to the end. Oh, we would still be friends. Glad that it was over. Now and then I think of all the times you screwed me over, but had me believing it was always something that I had done. But I don't want to live that way, reading into every word you say. You said that you could let it go, and I wouldn't get you hung up on somebody that you used to know.